morning and welcome back to the pre-production meeting. This is episode 68 and I'm your co-host Josh Urquhart.
And I'm your other co-host Daniel Kagola, Dan Kagola.
Or Dan the Director.
Yes.
Because people recognize him by his Instagram handle, Dan the Director.
Yeah.
Welcome back. What do we do on this podcast?
We're talking about movies. We're talking about movies.
Movies we've seen, movies that we're making. Follow our journey to become movie makers.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. I mean, we are movie makers.
Build your own industry, Josh.
Yeah, that's it. We are the industry.
Yeah.
Kind of. Dan the Director, have you been directing?
I have been directing way too much, some would say.
Yeah. You're on a little bit of a sabbatical at the moment, right?
A sabbatical? What's
that? Like a break, a vacation kind of.
Of 3 days.
Yeah.
And
what's your first 3-day sabbatical?
The break constitutes editing 5 different projects at once.
And
That's
working for Google.
Oh, well, yeah, in partnership with Google, yes.
In collaboration with Google.
Yes, I had a photo shoot at the Google building on Tuesday.
For you, right? Like it was a photo shoot for you.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting your headshots
Because I'm famous
and stuff.
now. Yeah.
Should we get headshots done? That's a question for you.
What for?
I don't know. But I'm like, everybody seems to get like professional photos. Should we get like proper photos taken?
What do we need them for?
I don't know. Like promotion.
We've had
stuff.
photos done before. We could get more if we want.
Yeah, but like of ourselves, like for our directing and stuff. We don't need one.
Maybe. I've got some nice. Do you have any nice headshots?
No.
Do you have a website?
No.
Do you want to make a website?
After I've finished the Horologist, yes, because I wanted to get a good resume before I.
Yeah, fair enough.
Here's a question:
Yeah.
do I put my AD stuff up on my website?
I feel like that's a tricky one, hey, because it's like, what do I sell myself as? Whenever I
don't care. I will sell myself as an AD as well.
Well, whenever I apply for a job, I have different resumes. I have like 7 or 8 different resumes for depending on what role I go for. Like if it's a production assistant role, I have a different resume to if it's an AD role or if it's a directing role. But I know what a lot of people do is they make it that you can download their resume off their website.
Yeah, right.
So that like they just have a link and you can click it and you can see everything they've done. But even then, it's like it's still catered towards one. You sort of have to sell yourself as 1 or 2 things. I don't know. It's a tricky one.
Maybe that's what we would need photos for. Because I know Lexi got a bunch taken for her stuff. I know
there's no harm in it.
Taha wants to do what's it called? Photo shoot for the Horologist.
Yeah.
For like press stuff that we do later on.
Get Lockie to do them.
Yeah. Oh, of course. 100%. But we'll hire out a little studio and
why not?
That'll be good. But mate, what's been happening? What have you been up to, gorgeous?
Oh, so we just directed...
Instead of looking like Henry Cavill every day of your life.
Stop it, please.
Okay.
You're embarrassing me.
It's true.
So we just directed Finn and Ryan's film All the Debts We Owe.
Nice.
On the weekend.
Finn and Ryan. Did Ryan...
Oh, sorry, Ryan. They were the 2 lead actors.
Nice. When they're 3?
Yes. Cenk Orhan as well. all 3 of them are amazing and they're all great friends and they all went to JMC together, which we also
that's crazy.
went to.
Yeah.
Well, they were AFTT and then JMC, the whole shebang.
Yep.
But no, they're all great mates. They're all so easy to work with. Finn is just probably like... He's one of the nicest people I know and just one of the easiest people to work with. Like every time I'd pitch an idea, he'd be like, yeah, that's great. It was just super easy and he's a lovely guy.
Very energetic.
Yes.
He's like a golden retriever.
He is, for sure.
Yeah. Good bloke though. Very good bloke.
Yes. So no, that went super smooth. Other than the fact that the neighbor's dog kept barking when we were trying to film.
Yeah, have
so
fun
filming
with
at
that,
night.
bro.
But you know what? It felt like such a quick, low-key shoot, though, didn't it? Because they weren't full days.
Yeah.
And it was just like we filmed.
It's weird working only like 6-7 hours.
Yeah, because I almost felt like I didn't get to spend that much time with the crew. Like you sort of want to catch up with everyone, like have a little meal break and sit with everyone and see how everyone's going and stuff.
Maybe write a longer film. Write a longer film and then you'll get to spend more time with your crew. I don't know, maybe like 30 pages.
That's why you did it, right? You're like, please hang out with me.
I want friends. Oh man,
have you've spoken about the Horologist, right, on here?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah, cool.
Do you not listen back to our podcast?
I do. I just wanted to. Actually, I don't think I have listened back to the most recent one.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. Yeah.
How are you feeling post shoot?
Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm making myself have some time off, which is good. But I'm also now, we'll go into it in the progress, like in the middle of the edit post-production stage now, so which is really nice. Good feeling. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling inspired still. I don't think I haven't not been inspired since we started the podcast.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just excited excited after like going through all the stuff that I've been doing this week for post-production for it and coming up with different ideas and stuff. Like I'm constantly thinking of things to make it even better and stuff. And me and Lockie have got a really good thing going in terms of schedule and stuff like that. So
nice.
Everything's good. And then I still have that war film in the back of my mind, which I might look at soon, just because and I think will be really interesting to touch on when we touch on your set, what Dave said about and how it was just us when we had that little moment. I think that'll be a really good clip for the Instagram later. But I'm feeling like a bit like that, needing to kind of work on something.
And you know what was funny about that? Literally, as soon as we finished the debts we owe. By the way, so we've got a crowdfunding going to get us through post, because we've still got editing and color grading and all that jazz to do.
Nice.
So if you guys would like to donate, please go to my Instagram bio, Dan the Director _ and I've got a link there to donate, and it would be much appreciated.
Not Dan the DP, different bloke. Dan the Director. That's someone else. That's your alter ego. How much have you raised?
We've raised about a third, so I think 1,600 now of the 4,000. So not bad.
Good stuff, man. Yeah, I'm waiting for payday, and then I'll give you some.
No worries, bro. All good.
That's good, man. How are you feeling now that you have a little bit of time off?
Yeah, it was nice. Oh, this is what I was about to say. So literally the second that we finished the debts we owe, like me, Dave, and Indy were wrangling in Dave's apartment that he's staying at.
Yep.
And literally the second I sat down, I was like, oh, I kind of want to make something else. Like start writing something else. It's just like that.
That's always slowly to creeping into.
But then I was like, no, I need to take some time off.
You got to force yourself.
Well, I've got Idol coming up next week, and I have literally like 5 things that I'm editing right now. So I'm like, I don't have any time to take anything on right now. I need to get through this slew of projects before I even consider anything else.
Yeah, 100%. Otherwise, you're just going to backlog yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy, But I've had people like messaging me. Like Martin sent me a script the other day for a short film. Like I've had a few other people reach out to me wanting to make stuff, and I'm like, this is cool, but
pay you to do it, or just
sort of sending me ideas and concepts and things to talk about. I haven't talked about payment or anything like that. But I'm like, I can't even think.
Dan only works for 5K minimum. Just saying. And that's per day.
That's just pre-production.
Yeah. Right.
It's like I can't even think about taking anything on right now because I'm booked out the next 2 months. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'd love anybody out there that wants to send me scripts, by all means. I'd love to keep making stuff. Give me a bit of money as well, and look, I'll do it for you.
Yeah,
we're cracking out some amazing shit. I gotta say.
Look, once
we keep saying this to each other on both of our sets.
No, for sure. But once the Horologist gets out there and people see it, I think people will actually want to hire you to. Do stuff,
Not after Ozma. Shit house.
Well, no one saw it. That's the thing.
No one's. Well, I'm gonna put that on YouTube actually.
Yeah. When are you gonna do that?
Once it goes through this circuit, I think early next year.
That's the only problem. Hey, like you've got to wait so long. Like I really want to put Baron online, but I can't.
Yeah. It's hard, but Baron has a really good chance in festivals.
I don't think I've spoken about this yet. So
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah. So I submitted it to...
Short of the week.
I submitted it to Short of the Week.
Yeah.
And you can pay a little bit extra and they give you a score.
Yeah.
And my overall score for Baron was 6.2 out of 10. Mm-hmm.
Which... by the way, these guys, they are getting top of the range stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like best of the best.
Yeah, the shorts they put out.
That's great.
Yeah, I was kind of like, you know what? I'll take that. Because it's like they're putting out the best short films.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's room for improvement always.
Except I didn't totally agree with some of their scorings.
Yeah, well, the lowest, because they rank it by categories, and the lowest was emotion, which was 5 out of 10. So, but then craft was 7 out of 10, so that was good. Course. And premise was 7 out of 10. And then I think, what were the other categories?
Concept?
Well, that's premise, isn't it?
No.
There were like 1 or 2 other categories that I think were around 6 as well.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, so overall it came out at 6.2 out of 10.
Not every film is going to evoke emotion. Well, I guess
as you said, emotion is subjective, but also like I do see where they're coming from.
Okay.
And it like I know where I can improve with my films. I think I think part of it is the writing. Okay. Because I mean, this one Anya wrote, but it is quite like it's kind of simple but punchy. That's the kind of films I make, and that's what Anya wrote as well with Baron. Yeah. But I don't know. It's my own directing finesse. It takes time, and it takes
100%.
It's very hard to make a film and to direct it really well. And I think the more I do it, the better I'll get, and the better I'll get at just something I was trying to do on the debts we owe is spending less time just looking at the frame during takes and actually looking at the actors and being there, in that moment with them and like observing the moment in real time rather than just looking through the camera. Because I think I spend too much time looking through the frame. Yeah. And I get OCD about the frame, but it's like, no, you have to feel the performance in real time. Yeah. And if that works, then it'll work on screen. It'll come through the lens. You know what I mean?
I remember someone asked you, did you like that? And you're like, well, I wasn't looking at the frame.
Well, and then it's kind of like, well, I've got Dave there watching the frame.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's there for.
And then even he said, I mentioned it to him, and he was like, even as a DOP, I've been trying to watch it in real time more as well.
Because, how does that work? Because is this whole thing mise en scene?
Yeah, but when you're looking at the frame, you just miss things that you see in real time.
Okay, right.
There can be things outside the frame that are working. You might want to adjust, or like just the way you think light can hit something. I don't know. Just it doesn't always read exactly in frame as it can. On screen. So, yeah.
Interesting, man.
But so yeah,
is that it? You want to move on to?
Yeah, sure. Did you have any? Yeah.
I've been thinking like about what I'm going to do next year. I think next year.
Yes.
And here's a challenge.
Yes.
I'm going to put it out to you as well. Next year, I think we both write a feature.
Okay, so Dave was pushing me. He's like, you should do a feature, bro. And he's like, they're easier to get funding for. I'm like, really?
No.
And then he was telling me you could shoot a feature in 4 days. I was like,
you could.
You could, but I was like, there's no room for fault. Like,
no, but like you would go overtime. I think maybe 5 days you're sweet. You could definitely shoot it in like a week.
Yeah.
No, you could.
But it would have to be so simple.
It would have to be one location,
2 actors,
minimal locations. You could. You 100%
It's possible, but you just have to be so limited by it.
Exactly. And then it's like, do you want to put those kind of boundaries on yourself when you're writing? Yeah, that's hard for me. But like,
it's more like if you come up with a concept that you can do with a budget, then go for it. But
I think we both set ourselves the challenge for writing a feature next year.
I've been trying to write one, and it is low budget. Like I could probably do it. I don't know, with a small budget.
Of course,
I haven't done the math yet because I haven't even written the thing yet.
I think that's what I want to do because I want to save a bit of money next year, right? I want to do the war film eventually, but like I want to see how the Horologist goes and see if I get any opportunities from that, or something that allows me not to put like all my money in, kind of to this war film.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I want to redirect my career at work as well, to more into the industry, whether that means leaving and going, in a different direction or something like that. But I think writing a feature will be good. Yeah, and especially if we're both doing it, that would be a cool thing. We can go side by side, check in, see how we're going.
Yeah.
What do you think?
There's one more short film I want to do before I tackle the feature. I think.
Which is it
the war one for you?
It's the war one for me.
For me, it's the grey water one.
The grey water. Oh yes, the dishwash. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think we're on very similar trajectories. How do you feel like you're gonna self-fund that?
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe at the end of like next year when I've saved up. Like for the next at least 6 months, I'm just going to work and save.
That's the thing. I'm just like, ugh, I just don't want to do that to myself again.
I know.
But this would be, look, it's much shorter. It's 7 pages. But then again, it's World War I.
Yours would have a bit of a budget.
But then
I was talking to Lockie about it. I was like,
Lockie wanted to make a massive budget. He was telling me the other night.
He was saying like you need to dig out the trenches and stuff.
That's fine. I already got it. Lucas said I could use his house and he would dig it for me. He'll sort it all out.
How?
Yeah. I don't know. He was like, bro, you got a location with me. What? I've already explained it and pitched this to him.
No way.
So he was like, don't worry, I got you covered.
Lucas as in AD Lucas.
Yeah, no. Luca. My mate Luca. Where we filmed at his house.
He just lets you do anything in his backyard.
Bro.
What a legend.
Well, I think he's selling his house as well. So I don't know how that's going to work. But
that's
definitely I'm thinking, location is just like costume. Maybe it wouldn't be that much. But the thing is with
Depends how you do it.
I'll be paying everybody now because I've worked enough with all of them. That's where the budget goes.
Even me?
Yeah.
No, you don't have to because I'll just get
thank God.
I'll just get you to do a favor for me.
Yeah, bro, that's how it works, like Connor and Kelvin and Hayden or whoever, like Mariah.
It gets to a point where it's like somebody's done enough favors for you that you either have to get someone new that's green or you pay them.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think it would be 2 days max. I don't even reckon I could smash it out in one, but I would give myself 2, just like you did.
Yeah.
And then while we're doing that,
you could do that in 2 days.
Yeah, I reckon. And I want to have a look at the script again because I remember reading it first and I fell in love with it. But I also had an idea for like an alternate ending, which is going to be interesting to bring up to Lockie. I don't know if he wants to do like the Anya route and give me full creative freedom, or if he wants to have a say and stuff. So that would be interesting, Lockie, when you hear this. But I got to reread it. I haven't read it until like since I last read it. So
yeah.
But yeah, fantastic. I think we yapped on for a bit. Dan, what the fuck have you been watching, man?
All right, let's have a look.
Yeah. Do you want me to start?
Yeah.
All right. So it's been a freaking while. We haven't even talked about Deadpool Wolverine. I feel like that's a bit past now to kind of go into.
Oh, do you just quickly skim over it?
Not really.
Okay.
Because I feel like that would just be a long ass conversation.
Okay.
What, do you want to?
Well, just quickly skim over it. Like, what do you think of it?
Yeah, I loved it, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. Yeah. Me and you had a bit of opposing views.
Yeah, but I think now that it's been some time, I was able to just enjoy it more for what it was, as just a fun action flick.
100%.
I think some of the TVA stuff's a little bit overdone. Like, I don't really care so much about it after Loki.
Yeah.
But you know something I did appreciate about
Tell me, Dan, what did you appreciate?
The VFX. Like, you know how the villain Cassandra...
Yeah, the fingies.
Yeah, it was like going through people's faces and stuff. I feel like that's the kind of thing that goes underappreciated. Like,
you reckon?
Yeah, because it's such a cool artistic effect. And people will just be like, whatever, when they watch. Like, your casual moviegoer...
For sure. Because they're so kind of used to it.
Yeah,
so used to these big, massive VFX pieces.
I love, like, that Doctor Strange, like, warpy kind of cool stuff.
VFX. Abstract stuff. Sure. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I had an amazing time. Look, it's not the best film ever made, but I think for what it was, I think it was great.
I also like that Marvel had the balls to call themselves out.
Yeah, I think that was one of the best parts of it, to be honest.
Yeah. And they kept the integrity of what Deadpool is as a character.
Yeah,
they didn't try and make it too kid friendly or anything like that.
I think Hugh Jackman really showed his acting chops.
It was really nice seeing those two together.
Yeah, he's a fantastic actor. But I also think, and I think this was one of our main talking points, was like, compare this to Spider-Man No Way Home, right? It's been out long enough. Surely we can fucking spoil it, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen it, Andy? Oh yeah. I think the cameos were very well warranted, and they actually played a part. Well, they're not cameos; they're more like supporting roles. But that's how you do it. Unlike,
are you saying in both those films or just
no? Deadpool, Wolverine. I feel like it was better than like Spider-Man No Way Home.
Really?
Where they
because I really liked how they worked in the cameos in No Way Home. I thought it was like so important to Peter's arc.
I just don't. Oh, sorry. In terms of, I'm more talking about a story. I don't think the No Way Home story was fantastic.
You
don't? Looking back on it.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
the story as a whole.
It was a bit shit.
But in terms of the other two Spider-Man's involvement
that was
Peter's
good.
arc,
I
thought that was well
done. Yeah,
for
sure.
But no, you're right. In terms of just like, Doctor Strange has cast a spell and now they're all here. And
exactly.
It was a bit messy.
Whereas
I think the multiverse as a whole has just been a little bit messy.
I can't wait for it to be over. I really...
Are they going to like scrap...
I think they're doing a soft reboot after Secret Wars, and Robert Downey Jr. coming back and stuff. But no, I liked him. I think I gave it 4.5.
Mm-hmm. 4.5. 3.5.
Yeah, but the cameos were great. Channing Tatum.
Yeah, I was not expecting.
Yeah, no, me neither. And I just watched X-Men '97, so like seeing him,
I need to
fantastic.
That, yeah.
And then what was it? Wesley Snipes, him and Ryan Reynolds had a thing back in the day where they hated each other.
Oh,
back on the Blade film, because Ryan Reynolds was in the Blade film, and they wouldn't talk to each other because Wesley Snipes would apparently stay in character and was a dickhead and blah 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 blah. And it was funny when it was probably the biggest surprise because everybody knew they hated each other and
they sorted it out.
Sorted it out.
Well, that's nice.
So yeah, I think that was good. What was it? Julia Garner who played Elektra, which is really good. Henry Cavill. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it's so long ago, man. Yeah. I loved it. All right, let's move on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Now, have we talked about Alien Romulus?
No, we haven't.
Let's talk about it.
Yep, sure.
Because, brother, I think that was one of the best horror sci-fi movies I've ever seen.
Yeah?
Yeah. I know you weren't...
I liked it.
I know you weren't too, massive on it.
Sorry,
you're good because you're a big fan of the Alien franchise.
I like it. It's like I'm not like obsessed with it, but I do like it.
I thought this was outrageous, the shit that went on in this movie.
It was good. I really liked the VFX in it.
A lot of it was practical as well. Like, have you seen all the behind the scenes things?
Yeah, like, it's really cool.
Really been recommending it to everybody to go see it, because it's just been, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was so gruesome in parts, and just like, oh man, it was painful to watch. I was like, ugh, like,
did you have trouble hearing the dialogue at the start? I don't know if it was
really.
how my cinema was mixed or what, but the dialogue was very hard to hear at the start. It got better later on, but
I heard it fine. I thought it was. It took me by surprise because I wasn't expecting much.
Yeah,
and I love the cast. I think the cast is amazing.
It was good. It's sort of just like a modernized version of the original Alien movie, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Was that unnecessary?
Oh, probably. But like, I don't care. Like, it's Alien. It's not supposed to be the most sophisticated movie. It's a bunch of people in space shooting aliens.
Yeah.
As long as it's fun and suspenseful, which it was, it's good. It does.
So. I had a fucking amazing time. I saw that by myself. Oh man, it was fantastic. Go give it a watch. I think I gave it 4.5, maybe. Yeah, I gave it 4.5.
Yeah, nice. I watched it with Bailey.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, he liked it.
Fantastic. I saw. Oh god, Twisters. That was a long time. Have I told you about Twisters on here? It was alright. Go watch it.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah,
it was alright. So I watched Blue Valentine.
Oh yes.
Connor made me watch it. Not made me.
I love that movie.
He recommended me to watch it before, because he wanted to show me like certain shots and inspirations and stuff. It was alright.
I can see the inspiration from after seeing on set stuff from the Horologist.
Yeah, so can I. And I think it was alright. It was just a fucking sad film the whole time. There's no like
but like, you gotta appreciate like how good some of the acting in the scenes are, like when they're arguing in the office and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was alright.
You didn't like it that much?
Nah, I didn't really. I guess
it's so good.
3.25 out of 4.
Really? I gave it like 4.5 or something.
Mate, even The Grey Man I think was better than that.
Oh nah, fuck off.
Nah, but no, it was alright. 3.25.
Yep.
And then the last one that I saw was the Guy Ritchie Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was quite good.
It was good.
That got me by surprise. That was very fun. Very, very fun movie. Great acting, great action. Nothing more to say about it. It doesn't feel like a Guy Ritchie movie though. I don't think Austin rated it too high. But then again, those are Austin's ratings. He rates Grey Man, one of the best movies ever made.
And Fast and Furious.
And Fast
10.
and Furious.
Is it 10?
What? Yeah.
Was it 10, the last one?
Yeah, where they went into space. Oh, bro, 5 out of 5.
Was that the last one, or was that the one before?
No, Fast 10 was the
was when they went into space.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it was. And it's I
got what I wanted.
Jason Momoa, bro, best villain of all time, guys.
Oh man,
God, Dante. Oh my God, Dante. Sorry, Austin.
We love you.
So he's back soon. Anyway. No, that's all I saw.
That's all?
Yeah. Alan Richardson's in fucking Ungentlemanly Warfare. Henry Cavill. Nice. They got a whole bunch of people. Henry Golding. Fantastic cast. Great little story. I was watching with my mate. He fell asleep, but I watched through it, and it was very good. You go, because then I want to touch on TV series.
Nice. I watched quite a bit.
Yeah.
There was Deadpool. I watched Full Metal Jacket, which is obviously a Stanley Kubrick classic. Most people have probably seen by now. You don't like it? I
haven't seen it.
Oh. No, it's good. It's like the first half of the movie and the second half are very different.
Okay.
It's like the first half's about like a drill sergeant and like his Marines that he's training, and then like how that affects one of them in particular, and he sort of loses his mind a bit and all this stuff happens. And then the second half is about the Vietnam War and sort of other things that go down during. Yeah. It's like sort of linked thematically and all this kind of stuff. But no, that was a good watch.
Nice.
I love Stanley Kubrick, but it's probably my least favorite film of his that I've seen.
Yep.
Because 2001: A Space Odyssey is one of my favorite films of all time.
Yeah.
I
gotta watch that, man.
It's amazing, but you gotta watch it in a cinema.
Yeah.
Because I saw it in 35mm, I think, at the
damn, bro.
I think it was at the Orpheum.
Hayden Orpheum.
Yeah, and it was amazing. It like blew my mind at the end. I was like, wow.
You reckon Hayden goes to the Hayden Orpheum?
I hope so.
Yeah, crazy.
What a stupid thing to
say. He listens as well. Hayden, let us know, man. Do you go to the Hayden? Do you get discount?
Where was I? Oh yeah, I was gonna say The Shining. I also really like as well.
Yeah. I fell asleep in The Shining.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Dude, come on.
That was alright.
What else did I watch? What's this?
What is what?
Why is that movie in there? I haven't even seen that.
What is it? 50 Shades
What's
of Grey?
Eating Gilbert Grape? Why is that in there?
What the hell is that?
I've never seen that.
Never heard of it, cuz.
I also watched Five Nights at Freddy's, which was
yeah.
It's just like, look, I heard it was bad.
Brain rot, cuz.
No, but it was kind of fun. I like Josh Hutcherson. Carries the movie. He's great in everything.
Oh yeah, if it was anybody but Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah.
They greenlit a sequel already because it did very well.
Did it? Financially?
Yeah. Bro.
Interesting.
Bro.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Yeah.
Nuts. Keep talking about it.
Like, I was actually surprised at how good the prosthetic creature things looked.
You could tell as well the twist from a mile away.
Yeah, it was. Look, the story gets a little bit muddy, especially with all the flashbacks of the kids and all that stuff. It's sort of just like, where are we going with this? But, like, I don't know. Overall, like, if you go into it not expecting much, it's fun. I think.
Budget. Guess what budget was?
Oh, was it like 10 million?
20.
20. Okay.
Guess what the box office?
200?
297.2 million.
That is actually crazy.
That's all the geeks and nerds, bro. That play
and kids as well. It's actually a good demographic to target because it's kids and also like older people who are kind of into the franchise. It's good. Yeah. And it's not too scary, but it's a little bit.
It's like the games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Fair, bro.
Yeah, no,
it is what
whatever,
it is.
Yeah. I also watched that in like 4 sections.
You watched that in 35 mil?
No, I watched that at like
four
different times. Like I watched half an hour segments at it. I was watching it on the Horologist on my phone. But I watched like 20 minutes of it.
What the what? When were you in your bed?
Yeah, it was like night 2 or 3.
So
when
cute.
you were in the shower, or like
every time
TikTok
I would come back, so I'd come back like later than you.
Yeah,
you would open the door in your PJs, your hair nicely brushed, smelling nice. And hi, Josh.
Hey, baby.
Hey, babe. Just go and shower. Let me watch
day?
Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah. How was your day? It was like my work wife, bro.
That was so funny. I had such a good time when you said.
That's fantastic.
Although
not as good as Osma.
Yeah, Osma was just the scope of it.
Anyways, next movie.
Blink Twice. I
was
saw
just saying, I've got to say it.
It's good. It's like, there's a big reveal towards the end. I'm not going to spoil it, obviously. Which, like, the reveal itself isn't, like, it was a little bit, oh, really? Is that it? But then there are a few...
Don't worry, darling.
Yeah, but then... Okay, so this is what I would say the difference is between this and Don't Worry, Darling, right?
Yep.
Like, Don't Worry, Darling, they reveal the twist, and you're like, oh, okay. And then they don't take it anywhere else at the end, and you're just like, oh, that's kind of sucks. But with this one, it's like they reveal the twist, and you're like, oh, and then they actually take it.
Nice.
There's like more interesting developments and stuff, and you're like, oh, okay, like they elaborated. And you get to see a really good performance from Channing. There's a scene in particular at the end where he was like, I was like quite impressed.
Wow.
I think he's underrated. Have you seen Foxcatcher? He's really
I think he is underrated as well. But to be honest, I haven't seen anything where he's shown his range.
Well, in this, he's good. So if you watch this, you'll see it. And 100%. Foxcatcher as well. He's amazing.
They've started taking it out of cinemas though. I remember Sam was trying to look at things yesterday because she was wanting to see it with a mate. And then I was also wanting to see it by myself and I just couldn't find like things. There's like one 8:50 p.m. session at like a van.
I would kind of describe it as like a mix between Glass Onion and Get Out.
Ooh.
So it's sort of like a suspense film. There are like horror elements, but it's not really scary. It's set on an island.
Mystery.
You try and figure out what people's motivations are and stuff.
That's cool.
It was good. It was entertaining. You'd enjoy it, I think.
Okay, cool.
It's a good movie to watch with the misso.
And it was Zoe Kravitz as well, her directing debut.
Yes. Yeah. No, she did well.
Nice. Fantastic, bro. Good stuff. That's a good pitch. I'll go watch it.
I also watched How to Train Your Dragon for the first time live in concert.
I saw you both did that because what happened, I saw you both log it on Letterboxd and I went and watched all these TikTok videos about How to Train Your Dragon. I was on that, stuck in that for like an hour when I had to be up at like 5 the next morning for work. Anyways, continue.
So it's one of Indy's favourite movies. I enjoyed it. It was my first time seeing it.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Did you just say it was your first time seeing How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah. I know, this is what everyone says. You haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah, true.
That is true. However, and I was talking to a friend about this who's seen it as well. We were saying we kind of wish that they left the sound design in.
What?
They took out the sound design, or like some of the sound design, like during the end fight with the dragon.
Where did you guys see it? Opera House?
Opera House, yeah.
Bro, I saw Harry Potter at the Opera House live in concert.
Well, apparently with some movies, they keep it in, like Pirates of the Caribbean, they kept in all the sound design, but they kind of took it out here. And like, they leave some bits in, like the punches and stuff. But yeah, other bits I'm like, oh, I kind of wish I saw it for the first time. Like, no, the dialogue's there, and they've got subtitles. But just some of the sound effects aren't there, and it's a bit.
That's annoying, bro.
But no, it's cool. Like you kind of forget that there's an orchestra there playing because it's so seamless, which is really cool.
Which I also think is a waste of money. Like when I went and saw Harry Potter, I thought it was a complete waste of money.
Yeah,
it's just like, bro, it
you're
just
paying
sounds
so much.
like
Yeah,
you're paying so much.
Yeah.
It's just, bro, it's just a movie, and like you forget the orchestra's there.
Yeah, yeah, you are right.
It sounds the exact same, cause I'll go watch it in my home. You know what I mean? Or the cinemas.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I guess it's kind of a novelty thing. It is.
It is a novelty.
It is cool.
Go see it once, never have to see it again.
Yeah.
I think it's a complete waste. Bro, it's like over $100.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Especially if you want good seats.
Yeah.
I mean, we were kind of at the back, but it was like decent seats still.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. And then final movie. Have you watched the movie Two Hands? The Australian? No, you wouldn't have seen it. It's Australian, but it's with Heath Ledger. And
Daniel.
Heath Ledger and Rose Byrne.
No.
So it's an older movie, like early 2000s, and it's like an Aussie crime movie. Okay. It's really good. You should watch it.
Saw.
It was on Netflix for a while.
Yeah, I saw something about it the other day. Yeah.
Yeah. So Heath Ledger's character, he's just a guy who gets. He's sort of like entry level into the criminal underworld, and then gets involved with the wrong people, and then he's got to go and collect some money from someone, and then these kids steal the money, and then he goes on a whole journey to try and get away. All that kind of stuff. But no, it was how old is that movie. One? I can have a look now. 1999.
Okay,
the year I was born. So
that's right. Forget your grandpa.
When are you? 2001.
2000.
2000.
Come on, I'm on 01.
You missed the 90s, bro. That's 4 months of my life. Before you existed. You were still in the womb, bro.
Oh, man. Crazy.
Yep. So, yeah.
I heard you from inside the womb.
You heard me?
Yeah.
Directing. Quite on set.
Yeah.
A megaphone.
Where were you born? What hospital?
Auburn Hospital.
Oh,
what about you?
Oh, Bockmill's private.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Of course you went to the private.
Yeah.
Fancy
I fucking
schmancy.
knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Did you get a crowdfunding for this?
For my birth, guys.
Oh, man. Did a premiere for this?
I had a premiere for the live birth.
Oh,
God. Bro, I had a premiere for like the
$20 tickets.
Ultrasound. He's like HDMI, the ultrasound up to the Chauvel.
Champagne beforehand.
Oh, mate.
Red carpet.
Mate, yeah, that's the way. Red carpet on my way out. Slide down the red carpet. All right. What the fuck are we talking about, bro?
Oh my God, this microphone.
The mic hates you, bro.
Okay, yep.
Dan, now you've been directing this week.
I have indeed.
Tell me about it. Or don't.
Yeah, no.
No, actually tell me about it.
I feel like do I
want to know? Yes, tell me.
I've finessed the pre-production process of the short film.
Yeah?
In terms of like, it depends on the film.
Finessed?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I made it
as in gotten better at it.
Yeah.
And like I'd stressed way less. With every film that I do, I stress less.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've ever been as chill.
Do you think you're too chill?
Well, then I start to worry that I'm not worrying, and I'm like, should I be more worried? Yeah, no, I was super chill for this shoot, but there wasn't heaps to organize. Like, there wasn't really any production design other than the knife that we made blunt.
True. And costumes. Were they all?
Well, they had their own costumes and stuff, and then there was the prosthetic.
The balls,
yes,
Who took them?
They're still at my house.
Nice.
Maybe we'll give it to a lucky donator.
Yeah.
Someone who donates the most
to the
money.
highest donor.
Well, it was funny.
Bro, Finn posted a photo with me wearing those balls today.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Instagram
might try and flag it.
Oh, yeah.
Was it around your neck or something? Or
no.
In your pants?
Yeah.
Oh, Instagram might flag it.
I was around my waist. Sorry.
Okay. Well, if you can see the string, it's fine. But
it's all right.
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
Maybe I'll report it.
Maybe. Take this down.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
No, it was just a chill shoot.
Yeah, man.
Other than the neighbor's dog and all that stuff. But
that was crazy.
And they had like 100 cars pull up throughout the night.
Hopefully your sound person can...
Yeah. Well, luckily we got so much coverage of it.
But it was barking through most of it.
For some
I mean, it kind of works. Like, anyway.
I guess, but you don't want it barking the whole time.
No, you don't. I'm sure you can. It's possible.
Yeah. I think, like, I was talking to Dave about it. He was saying you can run it through certain things in post-production.
Yeah.
To isolate the sound.
Yeah.
So I have to do that and just cut around it as best as I can. There's not much else I can do, really, unfortunately.
Yeah. Luckily, we have good technology these days to, like...
Yes, or do some ADR if I need to, whatever it comes to.
Yeah.
It's kind of a hard film to ADR, though, because it's very, like...
Not really.
Well, I mean, you can.
I know what you mean.
We'll see how we go. It's just there's a lot of dialogue and it's back and forth. It's like heated in the moment.
ADR's fantastic. What an invention. What an invention.
Yeah, I know, right?
I've done ADR on all my projects and it's always been like you could never tell.
Really? Did you do it on Osmo?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. A lot.
There you go. You didn't know? A little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, we ADR'd that whole shot, the one that Martin's in, when it's like, because we didn't get sound for that.
Right.
For some reason.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well,
anyways,
cool. I wouldn't have known. That's great.
Anyways, do you know what my ADR process is? Just lav mic, and then record on the voice memos on my phone.
Really?
That's it.
No way.
I got a Rode lav.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's so good, man.
Because normally you'd get it done in a studio with like sound.
Never have had to, and it's always been fantastic.
Okay. I mean, I guess like, if you think about it, it should work that way because it's like the actor is in a room that sort of resembles where they are on set.
Just don't do it in a fucking, pub.
Yeah, it should work. Like, as long as you're not in a room that's too loud. But I don't know.
So, directing on this film, do you feel like you leveled up or tried different things?
Yeah, well, as I mentioned before, like just trying to be there in the moment, and working with 3 different actors, that they all sort of work a little bit differently. But it was so much fun because it was really nice to get back to a comedy film, and everyone's just having laughs.
So you are saying it's a comedy now?
Well, yeah, I worked that more into the script. Yeah. After I sent it to you guys, I was like, it works with a bit more comedy to it, and then I got them to play it up and wrote it around them as people as well. No, but it was just fun. Like, filmmaking should be fun at the end of the day.
It should.
And I think sometimes when you do dramas and stuff like that, like, yeah, it's fun as well, but you don't. It's not as fun as when you do a comedy.
I think we've noticed that the more we get better at our craft, the more fun it gets.
Do you think so?
I think so. I mean, that's the trend.
I guess because you're stressing less, right?
Yeah, because you're really enjoying. Well, I feel like when you're a bit like greener, you're stressing about your abilities and the way that it's going to turn out. The more experience you get and the better you get at your craft, you're not worrying about other things. You're just excited to see how it turns out because you believe in your skills and stuff.
But when you're starting off, it's also all fresh and new and exciting, and it still is.
It's more scary though.
Yeah, you're right. It's like more adrenaline, I guess. But you know what though? I reckon once we start leveling up, that will come back again. Like imagine somebody gives you a big budget.
Yeah, well,
and then there's like executives being like, "Hey, you've got to do this." And
of course. But then the more you do that, like the less you're going to be nervous.
Yeah, you're so right. Yeah, it's
which is why I think we're really enjoying the place that we are now because we are at we're
at the top of making short films.
Exactly, and we're confident in our kind of like our skills and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So no, I think that's a really good thing, and we're able to enjoy, and I'm fucking loving it, man.
Yeah,
I'm waking up every day super excited to go to set.
What do you feel like you learned on the Horologist?
I think trusting like my gut with things.
Yes. Like I found that too. Sorry to
no. Like, of course.
You know when you have those moments where like you watch a take, and sometimes you're like, oh, that's good enough, and you sort of let it slide, but there's a thing in the back of your head that's like, I don't know if we've got it, but you just let it slide and you're like, it'll be fine.
Well,
and then when you go to post and you're like, oh, we didn't have it, I should have fixed it. I think now I know when I need to get it right.
For sure.
Even if you're running behind and stuff like that, sometimes it's like, which you would have noticed on the Debts We Owe, there were moments when I was like, I need to get this.
Yeah.
Otherwise the film's not going to work.
Yeah.
And you were like, okay. And you understood that, and that's why it was good working with you.
Of course, man. Well, I think in the kind of scenario that I'm in, like what I learned is like trust my own gut. Like for example, I think on Osmo and all the other films that I've worked on, I've really put all the other crew above me in terms of knowledge and experience. But now I feel like I'm there with them. That now, like if I have an idea and like for example, like that one, well, I've already talked about, but like that one take and kind of comes up, he's like, I don't think this is going to work. I'm like, trust me. Do it one more time and it'll work, and it did. And like really holding my own to things that I really wanted to do instead of just giving in.
Yes.
Also something that I really learnt is, and it's something that really stuck with me, and this was probably one of the best pieces of advices that I've got in the whole process, is like, I remember when we were doing the car shot, and it's really good because I've been caught. It was a moment where I was caught out on my bullshit. like that car shot, and we were getting it. It was taking a while, but I was having fun or whatever. And we got it. I'm like, yeah. It's I'm happy. It's good enough. And Connor's like, do you want it to be good enough or do you want it to be great?
Yeah.
And that really like switched something.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
It's like, but there are times when you need to know when to move on.
Yes.
It's a fine line.
But then that's more so, I feel like that's a bit different to, you know, just wanting more coverage than actually getting what you need, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like being a bit more greedy with it is when you got to learn how to move on. Like you've got enough coverage or whatever, but in terms of like what you said, you need this, otherwise it's not going to work, kind of thing.
There's also sometimes times when you, even if you get exactly what you want, you still need the variety, because sometimes you think on the day, that's what I want, I've got it. And then in the edit, you're like, oh, actually, like in the context of the whole film and what I've made, it would have worked better a different way. Well, and then when you get that variety, you're saving your butt.
Yeah, 100%. Well, this kind of transitions into something that I forgot to bring up. Oh, I also wanted to talk about the bear, but that's all right. I'll talk about it next week. Yeah. I watched probably the best like piece of filmmaking like interview content that I watched this week. It was an interview with Steven Spielberg.
I still need to watch that,
Fantastic. I really recommend you watch it. It was back from the archives from like 2012, and they were celebrating Spielberg's career, and it was James Cameron and J.J. Abrams that were there. They were going back and forth, and they were talking about the coverage thing, which is what we've talked about multiple times. And it's just, again, different director styles. I get it. I still don't understand the kind of lots of coverage thing.
Yeah.
And I know and I know you're the complete opposite. And I saw that in person.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like in terms of like getting 50 like different angles of the same thing.
I don't normally get that much coverage.
You did on the Despio.
That's the only time that I did that. And you know why I did that? It's well, there's a few reasons, but I think because it's the kind of film where it's a one scene that is 7 minutes long. You know what I mean? So you have to cover it. Sure. And yeah, you may as well, if we had the time, you know what I mean? I wanted to cover it from so many different angles and 100%. Just make sure I had all those, because when you're doing a scene that's that long, you need to make sure you get all the moments, all the little moments that make up the scene.
Absolutely.
So it was just trying to get those right. And then you've always got little interruptions, like the dog barking that might ruin a take, or like maybe an actor performs a little section that's really good, but another part doesn't work. So it's like, we need to pick that up. I did a few pickups and stuff. Yeah. No, and this is the thing, right? I have a question for you. Right? I like this. So we're like challenging each other, right? Yeah. So I want to challenge you then how come, and by the way, I loved what you did and I thought it was amazing. Yeah. And this is just a question. Yeah. Then how come with the coverage you didn't punch in when you needed to, you got the whole thing again, like you got the same masters from every single angle. Well, it's just to kind of cover myself.
Okay.
If in the edit I realized I didn't want to go in the edit and be like, oh crap, like I can play around with it, and I have the safety now if something doesn't work from a certain angle that I thought it would. Okay. As I mentioned before. Sure. Okay. Because sometimes you can think one thing on the day and then in the edit it's something else.
And we have the time.
Yeah, exactly.
We have 2 nights and you want to make sure fair enough.
I've never really had that luxury before to just get one scene right from so many different angles. So I was like, I want to just play with it and get as much as I can. And you did. Work.
And it all worked out perfectly. Like there was a shot that I really didn't understand why you wanted it. I'm like, okay, whatever. But you did it, and it turned out to be the favorite one, my favorite shot.
It was that 2 shot, right?
Yeah, it was something, but it just looked so beautiful. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, good stuff. You trusted your own gut with it.
Yeah. Something else that was interesting as well was like punching between different focal lengths and things as well. Yeah. Because we had like a wider shot of the car, and then I wanted to punch in much closer on a different lens. Like it basically went from like a 24mm to like a 80mm or something. Mm-hmm. And Dave was like, oh, I don't know if that'll cut together. You sort of need that middle ground. And then I was like, oh, let's just sort of give it a go and see. Yeah. And then when I watched the rushes and I cut those together, it looks sick. Fantastic. Because like it's that establishing and then it puts you right in there. Like it jumps to it and you're like, oh, like it's going down now. You know what I mean? No, like it actually is really effective. But then we also ended up getting that coverage that's a bit wider later on. Yeah. So I do have that bridge if I need it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, to answer your question, it's basically just covering everything for safety. Yeah.
Do you think in a different kind of film, would you do that same thing? I know it's a bit of a like broad question.
It really depends. It depends. The other thing is that it also depends. on who your actors are as well.
Yeah.
In terms like, don't get me wrong, they're 3 great actors, but like, it's not like Sam Neill or anything, you know what I mean? Where those guys are like A-listers that will like nail every take and every moment perfectly. So you've got to work with what you've got.
Sure.
And that's not meant to be like an insult or a put down or anything. We're all learning and, you know, getting better. So you know, like with them, it's like you've got to get that coverage and you've got to get those moments right.
Yeah,
and it's also like knowing which angle I had to get a certain moment right in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like knowing that a certain thing's going to happen from this angle and this angle. And it's like, but while we're here, I may as well get more coverage because I might end up liking it in the edit. Do you know what
I respect that 100%.
Yeah.
I actually do think, I think you're right. It changes from project to project.
Yeah.
Because what I found, and like, I mean, watching back the rushes for the Horologist as well, is like, I mean, I really love to get as minimal coverage just because it's not the fact that I'm doing it just for the fact of because I hate people that get coverage.
Yeah.
It's more so I just don't feel like I need it. Especially with the Horologist. I said to Lockie, I'm like, we have some coverage, but like, I really want to concentrate on just holding in the frame.
There is also one more thing I want to bring up, another reason.
Go
so
ahead.
it's the fact that it sort of operates more like theatre in the sense that it's like this 8-minute scene, right? And once the actors get rolling, they start to feel it and they get into it more and more.
Yeah.
Whereas like, you know, if and it's also the fact that it's a dialogue scene versus like if you're shooting action, right? Like a fight scene, you're only going to shoot in bursts because people get tired and stuff. But with dialogue, like you can shoot a 10-minute scene without people getting tired. And if it's actually, it's the opposite in the sense that they get more into it the longer the camera rolls. And I spoke to the actors about it and they really liked having that rhythm because normally actors with screen, you have to be on the ball for 20 seconds and then cut, wait half an hour.
You're saying this
and
is
then
why
20
you got
seconds
like
and it's
multiple
bursts and that's more
masters.
difficult. Yeah, because it's actually beneficial for the actors rather than
Sure.
detrimental to let it roll longer.
That's the thing. Yeah, 100%.
Does that make sense?
Well, this is the kind of point Spielberg made, which I found really interesting, is like he doesn't get a lot of coverage ever because he really loves the audience to be their own editors because he used to go and watch theatre, right? He grew up watching theatre and he loved being in the audience looking to who he wanted to. Yeah. That's why he doesn't get a lot of coverage because he will hold on like a 3-shot or a 2-shot and let the audience cut between and look at who they want. But then he said, but sometimes it fucks him in the edit.
Yes, it does. And there's also there is one more final reason as well why I got so much coverage. Because we didn't have budget to have like moving cameras and stuff like that. So it's sort of like to make it more, to make it more interesting, to have lots of different angles to cut to. And also the style of the film, I wanted it to be Guy Ritchie, quick,
there you
lots
go.
of different angles.
Perfect example.
So there's quite a few reasons there why we did it that way.
Do you think it would be more impactful? And I don't think, but do you think it would be more impactful if it was just like, I don't know, 1 or 2 masters that you could like holding with the characters? I don't think it's that type of movie.
It can be, but again, as you said, it's not that type of movie, and also it is a dangerous game to play. Yeah, because you have to get it so right. Yeah, and if you go in the edit and it doesn't work, then you're screwed. You know, what I'm
just going off my experience. That's all you can go off, right? And in terms of, I know completely 2 different films what we shot. Yeah, but like with the Horologist, I feel like. And there are moments because Lockie's already got an assembly cut where he does cut out and it's jarring, you know, and he hasn't heard this yet, but like I haven't given him notes yet, but like
it's tricky, isn't it? It's really tricky.
Like these are moments where these characters are super getting emotional. I feel like if you cut out, you're out of it. You know what I mean?
And I think these long shots and these long takes are really when you see what a director's made of.
Yes.
Because it's so tricky. Like to get every aspect of the shot right and to keep it interesting. Yeah. And to have it feel like a professional real movie without cutting away is so hard.
That's why I suggest get ready for episode 7 of season 1 of The Bear. Yeah. Where you really see what this director's about. Yeah. Fantastic. Nice. I'm going to say, it was a very good conversation. Yes. Good stuff. Do you want to add anything on to the end of the Desk We Owe?
Please donate.
Please donate.
Go to my Instagram page.
When are we expecting it? Like, what's the timeline now going forward?
A few months. I mean, I'll say the projects that I'm working on right now. Mm-hmm. So I've got to finish that, editing that. I've got to finish editing Barista, which is my short film I shot a few weeks ago, which will probably take priority as well because I shot that first. The music video, the editor, some things happened, and now I'm editing that, finishing the edit. Okay. Which is kind of nice. And Dave is going to color grade it as well. So that'll happen within the next couple of weeks because we actually have a deadline for that. that the video needs to be done and we want to launch it.
We love deadlines.
Yeah, so that's my priority as well, getting that done within the next couple of weeks. I'm getting the footage back from that tomorrow off the SSD. And then I also have just my freelance work that I need to get done, and like that is the most urgent because I have clients waiting on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So I have quite a lot to edit right now, and I want to try and get this done before Idle, but I'm not.
Have you taken sufficient amount of time off or no?
Not what time?
Yeah, well, oh man,
I don't have time. Like,
yeah,
like I did. I kind of had a day. I think Wednesday I didn't do much.
Yeah, didn't do much.
Yeah, like I was just at home. Yeah, I'm just like, for me, a day off is a day that I'm not working, but I might still be doing other stuff. Okay, like I might go out for coffee with someone.
We'll go to the beach.
Or no, I haven't been to the beach in ages. I mean, it's been cold, right? But hopefully this summer I get to...
all the movies.
Okay, come November. Look, I'm saying this now. I want to have a break like November and December. But knowing me, by the time I get there, a bunch of new things will come up.
Do you think...
But why do I need a break? It's like what Dave was saying.
You do need a break because you go insane. Do you think, right, and this is
I'm built
crazy question, and I'm curious to see your answer because I don't even know the answer.
Oh.
Do you think...
how am I supposed to know that?
We could ever co-direct something?
I don't know. It'd be hard.
It would be.
Yeah.
Because we just have different styles.
It's not a matter of like how well we get along or anything like that.
All.
It's purely just because we both have strong visions and know what we want. And if those visions aren't perfectly aligned, it can be tricky, you know?
No, it says nothing about like the type of director that
I have
you are,
really close friends that I've tried to sort of like when I was younger co-direct with, and it was tricky, or co-write, and it's like you just have different visions of how you want a project.
I think so, and I think it really takes like you. There's only very small amount of people that I feel like you would be able to co-direct. I mean,
you and Taha sort of.
That's what I mean.
And you guys, yeah. So were there moments though when it was sort of like you?
Well, I was still doing the majority of it, right? But in terms of it was easy because we had our kind of roles. Like he would come in when I wasn't sure about performance. He would come in when I would need him to get the actors in a certain headspace. But and also refer back to the story as well. Whereas I was then taking control of everything else, like the mise-en-scene and stuff like that. I feel like that kind of worked because we both knew our kind of roles. But I feel like because me and you are so used to doing everything. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting question though.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about your progress. What's happening?
So we've been we're now full underway with the edit process. So I've been going through the rushes each day and like going over my Conti notes and highlighting the clips that I want, and I've actually found like I've gone against most of the stuff that I gave like a 10 out of 10 like on the day and stuff like that.
Really?
And found other takes that are better and
that's
stuff.
That's what I mean, right?
Which is good to
mean about finding things in the edit.
Right, exactly. And like go back and like, for example, there's a scene where Karina and Nick are like absolutely like bawling their eyes out. And they're both by the door. Were you in there for that one?
I don't think so.
No. It was on the first day, but like it gets really messy with like Nick, and he has like snot dripping from his nose, and like it becomes a bit distracting. I gave it like a 10 out of 10, but like it was dripping and it wasn't dropping, and I'm like, bro, I'm not worrying about that. I'm like, when's this thing gonna drop? And I'm like, if I'm concentrated on that, I'm like, fuck, I can't put that in. Luckily we had a like equally as good take, but like that I wanted to use, but now looking back on it, I'm like, shit like that. I'm like, fuck, bro, the audience would be seeing this big massive thing of snot just like dripping down and wondering when it was going to drop, but stuff like that, which has been funny to find. But it's good. I think after this I'm going to do day 4, which is the rest of the days, which then after that Lockie can go ahead and edit, but he's already edited, like he's already got an assembly cut. Very rough. It's not, I wouldn't even really call it an assembly cut. Actually, no, I would, because he's put it all together. But this is before I've been going through the rushes. So every day I've gone through the rushes, he's already edited 2 scenes together. And he sends it to me scene by scene. But like, I want to see it all together before I start giving him notes, because then you can think about pacing and see how it all works together separately. But we're working very fast and very well together, which is good, because we have the what's it called, the fucking cloud editing.
So how good is it?
So good, man. I mean, my laptop doesn't really love how much work goes into it, but I'm still able to judge and watch and stuff like that. So that's good. And then I think Lockie will have our aim is to have a rough cut by the end of the month. Not this month. Rough cut by the end of this month and picture lock it by the end of next month.
Nice, because your deadline for you want to premiere in February, right?
Yes, we do. So we actually created a post-production schedule and a backup post-production schedule just in case things don't work out.
Yeah.
But if everything goes to plan, mark your dates. The 8th of February is when we're planning to premiere.
Nice.
Or sorry, not premiere, friends and family screen. And then if that doesn't work out, the 17th of February. So we got 2 dates in mind with 2 different schedules depending on how we're going. But
are they on Saturday nights? Or?
Pardon?
What night is
they
it?
are Saturday nights. Yeah, I made sure of it. So yeah, and it's like February, so most people will be back from their holidays and stuff like that. I'm back from New York, and so yeah, should be good. Very exciting. Yeah, it's all coming together quite well. I've been getting really excited with like ideas, and I'm really starting to think about like music and stuff like that.
Yes.
And it's a film that could really do well with lyrical music, like with actual people singing. Yeah. But I'm like, fuck, it's so hard unless you want to fork out thousands of cash. So I've been looking in the public domain again, but you got to be really careful with the public domain, and things may have like certain copyrights attached to it still. And
you've watched this assembly cut of the film?
I briefly skimmed it.
Okay.
Briefly, it's very hard to watch.
Yeah.
Like as in like there's no like and even Lockie said he's like it's very rough. He's like, I don't even recommend you watching it. It's just more so to get a bit of shape. And it's got to be some really good ideas. And the scenes that he's edited together, everything flows quite well. There's stuff that we're gonna like nut out and stuff.
That's what I was gonna say. Have you encountered anything yet that you're a bit like, oh no?
No.
Okay.
If anything, I've gained more ideas whilst watching them back.
That's good, man.
I think maybe if there's anything, I don't know if this is just because of the edit, and I think it is. It's just the pacing's quite quick at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Between scenes, and like I wish that. I think looking back on performances, I wish they would have taken their time with a bit more things.
Right.
But then again, I think it's
once
just once I trim it and once I like play with the lengths of clips and stuff like that, I think that'll change. But it's really cool. It's really cool seeing it all come together, and yeah, I'm like full in like mode of like I started finding songs that would be cool. That's like public domain wise, and getting really good ideas, and it's going to be really cool. And I think what I might do soon is get all the voiceover so we can like kind of time the edit to the voiceover and stuff that we're doing. So yeah, that should be interesting. But it's all coming together quite well. And Lockie even said he was like you got so lucky with Nick. He's like he saved you owe him a massive thanks. He's like, Karina, fantastic, we know that, but Nick, like.
Oh, he was wonderful.
Like, and I've seen his performances; they're both amazing.
I can't wait to see it all together.
It's been crazy. I showed you the little sizzle reel that Lockie put together, right?
Yeah.
The 27 seconds worth. The dancing scene is brilliant. Yeah, it's just little things I'm excited to kind of work out with the edit. But
yeah, nice.
Yeah, I think that's everything's going well in terms of time for that, and yeah, I think that's it. I'll get onto that war script soon and start kind of thinking and stuff that we're going to do.
Beautiful. I'm keen for that one.
What are we doing for the dependent variable this week?
We are doing Could You Survive the Movie? I'm going to list a bunch of movies, and then you have to decide if you could survive one, the world scenario, or like just the general world.
Okay, what about like the characters in it? Like if they're murderers or something.
So are we judging ourselves or are we judging each other?
Bit of both.
Yeah, we'll just have a conversation.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
World War Z.
Oh no, I'm dead for sure. Have you seen the zombies in that? They're so strong and fast.
Yeah. Okay. Say zombie apocalypse happened.
Yeah.
Like you were just chilling at home.
Yeah.
What would you do? Where would you go first?
I feel like a farm is the best place to go, right? Because you can sort of grow your own food. It's like the longest long-term place that you can go, right?
Ocean.
The ocean. Yeah, but then you've got no resources. Like,
what do you mean? If you know how to fish, you can fish, and you can turn seawater into fresh water.
How?
Yeah, you can like science it.
How though? Is Yeah, but is that like? Can you do that with?
Yeah, but you can't live in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, you can.
Can you do that without $1 million?
Not for your life.
How?
Still, I live next to a harbour. I can steal a boat.
How do you?
What about Kangaroo Island? Okay, I think I'll go to the Blue Mountains.
Yeah, and do what? Look at the pretty trees.
Well, it's up high.
Yeah.
Maybe find a
There's
farm.
nothing there.
Farm in the Blue Mountains.
So what I said.
Yeah.
You just want to go there because it's pretty. I mean, if you're gonna die,
I
may as
just
well go
it's
somewhere
high up,
nice.
cuz.
I guess that makes
zombies
sense.
ain't getting all the way
Have
up.
you seen
guess
the
that
World
makes
War Z
sense.
zombies?
No,
Yeah, they
not for a
climb
while.
They
everything.
climb.
They make
Like they just
ladders
stack
of
on each
themselves.
other.
Man, yeah, nah. Look, I think, yeah.
Okay, what kind of zombies? I feel like I'd have a much better chance against the Walking Dead zombies.
Well, I've got a
than
few other
normal
options.
Okay.
I haven't seen The Walking
There's
Dead.
variety.
So.
Oh, they're just a lot slower.
Okay.
It's your cliche.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
And they also
probably-
deteriorate over
I
Yeah.
don't think I would survive. But I think I could last maybe.
How long do you think you could last?
45 minutes.
Tops.
Nah,
I reckon like 3 days. No,
Yeah.
I don't, maybe a week.
Yeah, I reckon I could last a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I would probably
Actually, you know
eat
what?
you
I would
first if I was.
I would probably try and find some sort of civilization, like some sort of little group that's banded together.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's your best bet. If you're sort of on your own, unless you know how to do things like,
yeah.
because like realistically, if it happened tomorrow, could you sustain
Look,
yourself?
I
Probably
think-
not.
Yeah, look, that's a hard one. The zombie world.
Yeah.
Probably not. All right, what's the next one?
A quiet place.
I feel like that's even worse. 'Cause you can't make noise
Yeah, fuck.
unless you have again guns. It's like the same thing, but you can't make
I reckon
noise.
I could survive a quiet place for a while.
Longer than zombies.
Yeah, like I reckon
Nah.
I would do the same.
Have you heard yourself?
Yeah, well, obviously
Pretty noisy.
wouldn't be. Speaking.
Hello, everyone. The creature just jumped. Welcome back.
I reckon I could if it was like again farm, set up all these like. You know, actually, I'm not resourceful.
But,
I'm
well,
not
that's
good-
what I'm saying.
I'm not
like,
good with
if it happened
tools. I'll probably have to
tomorrow,
be like,
what do you actually know how to do?
yeah, true. Oh, yeah, true. I'm not in a
I'm the
movie.
same. Like we're all useless.
Cause I don't know how to make anything.
Out of us three, who would survive the longest? Probably you, because you have random trivia knowledge and
Yeah.
stuff. You just make some gizmos.
Yeah, look, probably not me. I probably have the most meat on me out of everybody.
Yeah,
so-
he'd be the decoy. We just throw him
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
We can survive.
Well, that's great. Quiet place. Probably, I reckon I could probably like last. Yeah, I reckon I could last a year,
A year.
couple months to. What?
I'd probably last like again. If I could find a little community like they do in the second one, I could. But if I was just
Kangaroo Island, cuz they can't swim. They can't. Literally, kangaroo. I'm sorted.
okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
Anyway, next one.
Yeah.
Alien.
I've only seen Romulus, so.
You're on a spaceship. There's an alien inside.
Oh, cuz.
Okay, so the
fucking
like
half an hour.
the aliens come in and I know it's there and I have to fight it. And how long can I survive against it? Is that what you're saying?
I've no
Yeah,
military.
You're in Ripley's situation.
Look, probably not long. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not fast. Look, I don't smell, so I guess they, just like wear deodorant and.
But it's
and
also,
smell.
I don't know. Maybe it's like, I feel like I'd maybe be smart enough to know not to let the alien in the first place. But then again, Ripley, in the second movie, she tries to stop them from bringing it in and they don't listen to her. So it's not her fault.
Yeah.
So, if you're with stupid crew members, then.
I feel like if you're on a spaceship, you're doomed, cuz.
Once it's in there, you're kind of screwed. Because
Like
they're so
with
strong.
okay, look, I think we gotta for these scenarios. Are we how we are now, or have we got like training and shit?
No, it's literally just you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm cooked, cuz. Are you
can
kidding
bet
me? In all of these, I'm cooked.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
The Maze Runner.
Oh, okay.
One of these, the Hunger Games.
No.
Actually, the Hunger Games. Can we talk about the Hunger Games?
Yeah, sure.
We'll
Yeah.
do Maze Runner first.
Okay.
I haven't seen Maze Runner for a while. How does it go?
They're in a maze, and there's
Are there creatures?
Yeah, there's the
attacking?
creatures
and
in
there's
the
traps and
maze.
stuff, right? Yeah.
and the
Probably not
maze
well.
moves.
Bro, I'm not athletic. I play Oztag. That's it. I can't sidestep my way across these.
Josh is dead.
I feel like I can be quite diplomatic. I feel like I could. I don't know.
Diplomatic with
Yeah.
monsters.
No, because there's a team of guys in there, and you
You
help
got
each
your
other
runners.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like I could
Be the director.
yeah.
Sure.
I could
Communication.
Yeah.
Talk about our feelings.
Maze Runner, yeah, probs not a lot. But the Hunger Games, Different thing.
Okay, what would be your strategy?
Okay, well, it would be my same strategy that I used for paintball, which would be run and hide and don't come out.
But then it's like, do you try and like, you know, when you come up and there's the cornucopia there, right?
What?
Like the thing in the middle that has all the items.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And like when you initially come up,
yeah.
do you try and snag at least one thing that's close by, like Katniss does, or you just leg it
I
out?
would leg it.
Okay,
and what
but
I would do,
then
I would make the audience and the world fall in love with me, and then I would get them to send me gifts.
Good luck with that. Start a podcast.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah,
I'll
actually,
just,
that's not the worst idea.
Yeah. Pour my heart out and get donations and shit.
That's not the worst idea, actually.
Supply drops and okay. How many people in the Hunger Games?
24.
24. All right. I reckon I would make it. I think I could make a top 15. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll just hide.
Yeah.
Eat like berries and shit.
Yeah, I think it's just it's more
No
so the
Frangos in
fact
the
that
Hunger
like
Games,
if you don't try and get any resources at the start, you might be screwing yourself over. I think I would do what Katniss did and just try and grab something within reach and then run. So at least, because then she gets all those like things that help her out. Like she gets something to filter water and stuff, and that helps her survive the first few days.
What a shit situation.
And then you try and I'd try and form an alliance with people as well.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't trust people.
Yeah, but you kind of have to sometimes.
I still wouldn't.
Yeah, but
I would try and get the trust of the person in my district.
Well, you're gonna have to
work with your partner in your
district. Yeah. Then you're gonna have to kill him anyway.
Yeah, but yeah.
Or would you do?
Well, that's kind of the whole thing, right?
And like kiss him at the end.
Well, that's what they did. Yeah. But I mean, they didn't know it was gonna end that way. But I guess that's kind of the point, right? It's like we work together until.
That was a great first movie. God, that went down.
So good because just the whole context of the
whole concept in general.
It's wonderful.
Suzanne Collins.
I love the second movie as well.
Yeah,
me too.
I didn't like the last two.
Yeah, it gets a bit
muddled. Yeah, no, fair enough. They're doing a new one, right? Following Hamish's.
Yeah.
And they want the guy from Challengers to play young.
I started reading the book of Songbirds and Snakes.
Oh yeah, have you seen the movie?
Not yet. I'm gonna finish the book and then I'll watch the movie.
Nice, it's a good movie.
Okay,
yeah, not gonna lie.
But it's more about the politics, isn't it, than the games?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Where would you find yourself? Top 15? Oh, sorry. Out of 24.
I reckon I could get top 10.
I reckon I could get top 5. Nah, kidding, bro.
I reckon I could
top
win
10's pushing.
No, I would not win it.
I reckon my best possible outcome, probably. Yeah, I could win it. Fuck that. Also, just like killing people.
Not your thing.
Nah.
Especially children.
What?
Yeah, well, they're all
children.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nah, that's fine.
I've got no problem with that.
Hit some speed bumps.
I reckon I could. Yeah. No. I reckon I could get maybe best case scenario 3rd.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably 8th. More likely 13th.
Okay. What district do you think you'd be from?
I don't know. What are they different? Like,
yeah, each one is different.
Been a good one.
Yeah, I guess you can't really control that.
Yeah,
that's like saying what country would you be born in? It's like, I don't choose that. Yeah, fair enough.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Any
more? Yeah, I got a few.
Okay, go.
Castaway.
I haven't seen it.
Ooh, it's just on an island.
You're stuck on an island with a volleyball.
Ooh, just a volleyball, huh?
Again, like we're not resourceful enough. We're not built for this.
Not Bear Grylls. I think I would survive maybe like 2 weeks, two and a half, 3 weeks.
If there was like coconuts and
oh yeah, look, if
some animals to hunt.
Is there poisonous shit on the island?
No.
Oh no, it's sweet as. Wait, it regrows, yeah?
Well, yeah.
Oh, bro, yeah, I'm sweet then.
Yeah, sweet. At a slow rate.
No, I'm fine then, yeah.
Saw.
Ooh.
It's been a while since I've.
Oh, that's hard because it's like. You think about some of the traps, right? Where it's like you got to dig your eyeball out to survive or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like,
nah, just shoot me.
Because in the moment, like your body is designed to not let you harm yourself. So to actually like do that, like, is so like I don't know if you could. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, I'm good. I'm out.
And then there's the other ones where it's like you got to do something to someone else.
Yeah.
Like, is it in the 4th one or something where the guy has to like there's a carousel and there's like people tied to it and they get shot or something. Yeah.
What the fuck? I've only seen one. I'm straying far from that. Yeah, I probably. Just
I could do it if it was like cut your leg off or something.
What?
But like
you could cut your leg off.
I don't think I could like dig. Yeah, but I don't think I could dig my eyeball out.
No.
So you could cut your leg off, but not dig your eyeball out.
Yeah, I think so. People have cut their legs off before. You just put something in your mouth.
You know someone?
It's just that simple.
Yeah.
Just put something in your mouth and you can cut your leg off.
Okay, but if you're in that situation,
All right, mate.
if you're in that situation where someone says you are going to die if you don't do this,
how am I dying? Like more gruesomely or what?
Well, they just
It varies.
it doesn't matter how, but just knowing that you're about to die imminently, I feel like that would be enough motivation to cut your leg off.
Maybe.
I don't know. I've never been in that situation.
Anyway. Yeah. How about next one?
The Purge.
Oh, that's a good one. Well, okay. What would your strategy be for the
Because
purge?
what's the purge?
You don't know what the
Is that
purge
where they
is?
just kill each other?
Yeah, so it's
24 hours.
One day a year, yeah.
Or like 12 hours, it's legal to do anything. And so most people to go on a murder spree because it's America.
not
Okay, well, are we in Australia?
not most
Alright,
people.
Blue Mountains.
People with families just stay at home and they lock down their house.
Well, the rich.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Blue Mountains.
What, you would go there?
Nah, you know what? I'll
Go for a
probably
road
do?
trip. That might work. But then people might try and throw road spikes and
Yeah.
ambush you or something.
I would, look, I would probably go to, again, maybe a farm.
Why wouldn't you just stay at home?
Because I got one. I'm not talking about my security system at home. It's not great, right? So
So you're saying, what would you do? Would you flee before the purge? Like,
Yeah.
if you know it's this night,
yeah, Kangaroo Island.
you would just drive like the
But
day
people
before.
can follow you.
That's the thing. Like, if you're like, oh, I'm just gonna leave like 2 days before the purge, everyone knows where you're going.
Yeah.
Probably go to like a trusted person's house. Like power in numbers.
Yeah, that's actually a good
Get
idea.
a group of people, go to
That's
the Blue
actually a good
Mountains.
idea, yeah, stick together. No, that's actually a good idea. I would probably
Yeah.
do that too, just
Yeah.
like a boys trip.
Yeah.
If anyone tries to
definitely not
mess with us,
invite you. Can't trust you.
Okay.
I kid, bro. I love
Would you invite me over during the purge?
I would. I would actually. Yeah,
Yeah?
I would. Yeah,
Trust me.
maybe not Fetty. But yeah, power in numbers. I reckon I could survive for sure. Yeah.
Sick.
Maybe like spend the year
'Cause it's only
creating
one
like an
day.
underground bunker. Like what?
feel
I'm
like
alive.
that's
I will be alive.
unnecessary.
What do you mean?
It's like
Do you-
12 hours a year.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, but still,
But
like,
I
no
don't
chances,
know.
bro.
It also depends where you live, like how likely people are to come to your house.
True.
All right.
True.
What's the next one,
Titanic.
Oh.
bro? What? Everybody's dead.
Nuh-uh.
Well, I haven't seen the movies. so I don't
Well,
know.
the women and the children get on the boats first, so you and I are screwed.
Well, I could drop some interesting Titanic lore, but
Yeah, go.
well, obviously there was the main part of the ship where it's like women and children first, like rushing everyone. But on the other side of the ship where people weren't going, they were just letting everyone on. So they actually loaded up more boats on the other side of the ship because not everyone was rushing to get off.
Did anybody survive?
Yeah, there was plenty of survivors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
Like,
just
what percentage of people survived?
well, it's like 1,600 people died.
Ooh.
But like,
That's a lot.
yeah, a lot died. It was like a massive tragedy.
Yeah, but how many people were on the ship? Surely more than 1,000.
800 survivors.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
So
not bad.
about a
Fact
third
check me, that is
survived.
probably terribly wrong.
Yeah, right. Okay. Could I survive Titanic? Now, I'm no Ian Thorpe, but sure.
How?
What do you mean how?
Don't question it, bro. I'm built different.
Get on the lifeboats,
Different
cuz.
stuff.
Get on the lifeboats.
Yeah, okay, but
Okay. It's sinking,
yeah.
right? Go to
Just throw
Go
some
to-
kid off. I'm on here. I
Go
can
to-
picture you doing that.
go
as
to
well.
the ledge, right? Women and children getting on first. Fair enough. Go to the ledge, and as we're about to sink, jump out, right? Boom. I'm swimming. Swimming.
Yeah.
And I swim up to one of the lifeboats, and I hold on to the side. They can go off. I'll
Yeah,
just
but it's
hang on.
freezing.
That's fine. I'll get. I'll
Feel the difference.
I'll be
sir.
fine. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Freezing. Yeah, no, actually, good point. I'll jump into one of the lifeboats. I'll just squeeze in, but what are they going to do? Push me off? Like, kidding?
Fair enough.
That's my thing.
No, yeah, I guess jump in.
Yeah.
Jump in one of them. Yeah.
It's
Try
in
and
the middle of
squeeze
the
in.
ocean. Eh?
They're
not gonna-
in the-
they're not gonna
it's-
push you
It's in
off.
the Antarctic, eh? Oh shit! Yeah, didn't think about that.
Yeah.
What?
Oh no, there's just this one guy. He survived just by getting really, really drunk.
Oh,
Because
I
it
can
like
do
it heats your like it gets your blood like
Yeah.
flowing and stuff, and he actually survived.
fine with me.
Just hung out till they had the rescue ship like came and was like rummaging through the bodies
Damn.
and stuff, and he was just chilling.
how long did the rescue ship take?
Like an hour.
Is
Like
that- that's actually pretty
after
good.
the ship sunk.
Okay. Oh yeah, sweet.
right.
We'll just get rolling drunk.
Mm.
I've never actually been rolling drunk, so
Mm.
it'll be interesting.
There you go.
I mean, we could cuddle.
Could. Okay. And on that note, should we tie a little bow this episode?
Yeah, let's tie a little bow this episode. You want to catch us pre-production meeting, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast.
That's right. Just keep it.
And the pre-prod pod, Instagram, TikTok. And we'll see you guys soon.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Bye.